안녕하세요. 발더스게이트 3일차 시작해보겠습니다.
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you. Most corpses feel like toys before you, to be played with and discarded when you tire. This body seems different. A friend calls out from the corpse, desperate to be freed. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you.
뭐야? 올챙이 챙겼다. 첫 올챙이.
The parasite is stubborn. It refuses both to leave or to allow itself to be used as you desire.
응? 내 동료들. 뭐해?
Watch your back.
So, Gid, aren't you worried your kind will punish you for consorting with us?
My name is Lazelk Chucky, and my kin will understand my need for servants. They will help you, but only if I ask.
폰트를 바꿔봤는데 괜찮은 것 같아요. 깔끔하긴 한데 잘 모르겠네. 더 해봐야 할 것 같은데. 저쪽에 있는 지금 칼라크를 구하고 싶거든요.
One day
저기
I'll
갈
catch
수
a break.
있을까? 아 맞다. 여기가 아울베어 있는 곳인데.
Owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby.
오케이 오케이. 아울베어는 무조건 데려가야죠. 무조건 있어야 하는 마스코트.
That stench. Dead owlbear prey, no doubt. Don't mind if I do.
잠깐. 멈춰.
Quietly.
은신 원거리.
Mine.
으쌰. 잠깐만.
You feel the quake of its heavy
잘못했다.
footsteps before you see it. An owlbear,
미치겠네.
its beaked face looming out of the darkness.
아이고 아스타리온. 쫄았어? 아 실수다. 잠깐만. 아 바꿀 수 있다. 대화를 다시 하고 싶은데 귀여운 새끼 아울베어. 죽이죠.
On my way.
With every breath, a
아울베어는
purpose.
상기하셔야 됩니다.
Shouldn't linger.
조심. 무장해제 공격은 아마 소용이 없겠죠?
These boots have seen everything.
아, 너무 멀다. 이거 한번 해볼까요? 어떻게 되는 거지? 투척이나 할게요. 아까 무거운 돌을 먹었는데 이게 유용할지 한번 던져볼게요.
Should get started.
뭐야? 아무 일도 없었네요.
Go for the throat.
무섭다.
Now they see me.
나이스. 애들이 지금 너무 약해가지고 이상하게 템이 안 나와요. 뭐야? 이런데 배낭이 있었네? 완전 굴이잖아. 이게 뭐야? 엄마야, 깜짝이야. 근데 오케이. 근데 오지마. 뒤졌다.
Mutilate them.
Where do I go from here?
어떻게든 죽여야 돼. 아, 화살이 있잖아. 그렇지.
Cub looks from you to his dead mother.
이렇게 아울베어 새끼가 남아있는데
Hungry.
A single strike will end his suffering.
살려둬야죠.
It hurts.
아픈데 좋아?
Hungry. Food.
You watch speechless as the cub begins to eat his mother.
The cub has a fighting chance now.
That, or we've just prolonged its misery.
실 좀...
There is work to do.
실을 못 쓰잖아.
All is ash and meat. I'll feel that one later.
자,
Oblivious to your presence, the cub continues to gorge himself on his dead
불쌍해.
mother.
약육강식이니까요. 어쩔 수 없고. 여기에 보면 아울베어 알이 있는데
An owlbearing.
챙겨가야 됩니다.
These are supposed to be worth a fortune.
지금 먹은 템은 이거
What am I to do?
나중에 꽤 쓸만할 것 같은데. 그리고 이 뒤쪽으로 가면
It's a lunar statue. In a stinking cave.
There's magic
Hardly a
keeping this
place
chest
of honor.
sealed. I can feel its aura. That's curious.
이거를
Just an old prayer.
줍고 이것도 줍고. 촛불을 켜줘야 됐었나 기억이 안 나는데 일단 켜줍니다. 그리고 다시 돌아가서 기도. 아까 먹은 기도문 어딨지? 어디다 놨냐 기도문을. 아, 있다.
It's unlocked.
이러면
My prayers are answered.
열립니다.
You should leave it. Or even destroy it if possible.
아,
This rubbish is an offering to Seluna. At best, it's worthless. At worst, who knows? Could be cursed. Do not trifle with that moon witch or her trinkets. Only trouble will follow.
좋아. 장난해? 아, 아니지. 깜짝 놀랐네.
Fine. Perhaps you can sell them for a couple of coins.
쫄았냐?
It hurts.
여기서 먹은 템들은 이게 낫겠다. 이거 껴주고
Never a dull moment.
그다음에 너 셀룸에
Selunite prayer. How useful.
깜짝 놀랐네. 싫어하는 줄 알고. 이것도 뭔가
Moving ahead.
쓸모 있는 템이 한 개도 없네요. 돌은 어디다 쓰는 거지? 왜 이렇게 많지? 곡괭이. 이렇게 해서 아울베어는
Do you think your kin search for you, Laser?
I know they do not.
났고
It is my responsibility to cleanse myself.
They pursued the Nautiloid.
이제
Perhaps they were trying
칼라카한테
to
가야
free you.
되는데
A vain notion. I am one of many and will not be a burden to my queen.
이쪽인가? 그리고 이쪽으로 가면 저기 강아지가 한 마리 있는데
This way.
스크래치라고 얘도 꽤 인기가 많은 마스코트인데 응? 오, 나이스.
You see a name etched into the leather. Scratch. With a deep, heartbroken whine, the dog bows his head.
20.
He whines, but remains rooted by the corpse's side.
당신의 냄새를 쫓아 야영지로 따라올 수 있도록 손을 뻗어준다.
Have a lot on my mind. And,
왜
well,
아스타리온으로
in it.
했냐면 여기는 동물 언어가 있으면 오히려 스크래치가 안 따라오더라고요. 아, 편지 죽지 않기로 했는데. 엠커윈? 뭐지? 이거는 이것도 있어야지. 아이고. 우체국장 된조. 필요 없을 것 같으니까 버리고.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
셀론의 관련은 전부 섀도아트한테 주겠습니다. 그리고 저쪽인가 보다.
More for me.
Lizelle, how would you punish someone who wronged you?
Wrong me how?
Oh, say, murder or theft?
Killing is good. It culls the weak. But theft would be paid for painfully, 1,000 times over.
Good to know.
낚싯대.
Your sour face is tiring, Shadowheart. By all means leave if I am so distasteful.
I'd rather not turn my back on you, if it's all the same. You know what I really miss about
얘는 왜
Baldur's
이렇게
Gate?
말이 많지?
Food. Freshest fish I've ever had.
I don't care for fish. Red meat, now that's a different matter. Rare as can be.
소리가 좀 작은 것 같으니까.
Well, unless we find a cure, you won't have any teeth to chew it with soon enough.
너무 큰가? 적당한 것 같은데 이대로 가겠습니다. 이쪽으로 가면 열쇠 먹어주시고.
A key. Wonder what it opens.
My faith will guide me.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
애들이 올 때까지 좀 기다려주죠.
How delicious.
왜?
What to do?
아 참나 답답하구만. 다 왔니? 가자.
Always room for more.
One horn. This is the devil Will has been tasked to
렉
kill.
걸리는데 칼라크?
So I have. And it looks like a bit of the hells have come with me. Oh, fuck me. It's you from the Nautiloid. Please tell me I found you before those so-called paladins of Tyr did. Now that's a story, and I'll tell it to you, but truth be told, we shouldn't stay here too long. See, these paladins of...
A great heat roars through you. Her
말할
heat,
필요 없어.
fiery as the hells.
다 보여.
Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood. The Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
다크어지 또 보이나? 나도.
Fuck's sake. Mountains as far as the eye can see. Guess that explains the voices. From that peek I got into your head, you've made some inroads trying to get the thing sorted. But alas, no joy. I'm Karlak. And you are... Really now? First I catch a ride out of Avernus, then I stumble into a friend. Who's the goddess of luck again? I owe her a flower. Now that we're old pals, how would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? A little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good at killing demons. Really good. So good, Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. Took me 10 years to properly escape, but now I'm free. Zariel sent goon after goon to hunt me down. But believe me when I tell you, I'm not going. The latest yappy little dogs she sicked on me are nearby. A group of dopes posing as paladins of Tyr. Want to help me take them down?
칼라크는 도와줘야지.
Don't worry, I'll lead the charge. But I could use your help. There's a lot of them, and only one of me. After that, we can team up. Take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
I like her. She looks like she could throw me over her shoulder and carry me to safety. Should the need arise.
말하는 거 봐.
Fuck yes. They cornered me outside
Fuck
the toll
yes.
house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Hang on though. Looks like you got enough backup at your side. Not sure there's room for me.
우리 자리
I'll
없어.
catch up with you when it's time to camp for now. But don't get to any of the fun stuff without me. Got it?
got it. 아 맞다. 약화의 기름. 빌드를 빨리 해결하긴 해야 되는데 여기 왔으니까 이거 해결하고 그 다음에 드로이드 해결하러 가겠습니다. 여기서 죽었는데 열쇠가 여기 떨어져 있었네. 대화로 처리가 되나 이거?
Need any supplies? We've fewer mouths to feed now.
여기 상인이 있는데 싸우면은 템이 주개를 때랑 많이 차이가 나는 것 같아서 물 파는데? 별거 없잖아.
In tears.
잠깐만.
I'm still looking to shift some.
아, 처음밖에 못 죽이네.
Need to find a way forward.
시점이 참 불편하다. 오, 바게트. 아, 썩은 토마토 먹을 뻔.
Cut it out.
들어가서
It's worse than Knowles out there. Our scouts told us you'd come. The Devil's ally.
봤구나.
Come to finish us, have you? I'm sure she's invented a fascinating history of our crimes. The truth is far simpler. We are paladins of Tyr, Lord of Justice. He sent us after an infernal being straight out of the Nine Hells, hiding in the form of a one-horned tiefling.
우리랑
Karlach.
똑같네.
She slaughtered countless refugees fleeing the Absolute. Yesterday, she butchered an entire family. We were lucky to survive our encounter with her. Then you'd be very stupid indeed. Poor Karlach. Allied with the first sap she met, who will be so quickly destroyed.
표정 봐.
Zariel will find this all terribly funny.
자리에 미쳤어?
It's Friday.
근데 죽여주마.
Keep guessing.
I'm fury. I am death.
나이스. 아. 시드와트를
Got to press
보호해줘.
on.
이 썩을 놈이. 넌 뒤졌다.
Hope your soul is in good hands.
이렇게 아스타리온만 괴롭히지? 이 스글놈들. 와, 이게 점프가 되네. 미쳤다.
Focus. Oh, so much for peace.
뭔지?
First step is the hardest. One day, I'll catch a break.
오, 나이스. 쓸모가 있다, 역시. 아, 약하네.
What should I do? Down with you.
Hungry for the slaughter.
괜찮아.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
네가
I'll
죽였어.
strike you down.
네가 죽였어. 어떻게 안 죽었지? 일로 와봐. 진짜 열받게 하네. 나이스.
Time to strike. Taking position.
뭐야?
I won't give in.
막타? 까불지 좀 말자 제발. 애들아 진짜 화나네.
Time to press ahead.
너무 아파.
So, you and Lae'zel. Seems tense.
Please don't. With her.
Noted.
My veins. Time to rest.
뭔가 또 이벤트가 있나 본데요. 이벤트가 있을 때 좀 애들이 싫어하는 경향이 있는 것 같아요. 오호.
Eager for battle.
레이피어가 좋은데 레이피어가 안 나오네. 완전 쓸만한 템이 진짜 1도 없어요 지금. 이거 어떻게 살아.
Best be on my way.
여기 해치가 있는데 여기를 좀 들어가 보고 싶은데 한숨 자고 오는 게 나을 것 같아. 저장 한번 해줘야겠다. 내가 잡았다. 흥?
You did? Wow. That was sound of you. Why'd you do it?
해달라며.
You're my kind of people. Wish I could have been there to watch those ignots crumble, but I'm just happy they're off my tail. Then again, facing them down might have put my tin can into overdrive. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close till I've found a way to calm it down. High pain tolerance and a dynamic duo of truly shitty bosses. But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the Scar show for later, after we've worked up an appetite for tragedy. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things, if I can find him. Sounds like a good lead. Hopefully our guy will be among them. A tune-up would do this old tub a world of good. The year, 10 Air. The place, sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero, Karlach, a knock-kneed delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. Well, to war. I learned quick how to stay alive. And the engine served me when it came to killing devils. 10 years of that. The stories I could tell. Guy named Gortash. Politician. Inventor. One of these wheeler-dealer types who seems to have a finger in every pie. I guess I was naive to think everything he got up to was above board. What did I know? I saw a job. A good job. With people I liked. Doing work I was good at. Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Ugh, to feel so invincible again. Well, look. You've said it, right out loud. That takes guts. The guts you'll need to change. Or at least make sure you're channeled in the right direction. I've got enough enemies who could do with a good bloodletting, you know? Gives me energy. Power. But you've seen it in action. Very hard to control. If I'm excited at all,
같은 티플링인데
angry, nervous, delighted,
덩치 차이가.
enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close. I try not to think about it. I still think about it constantly, but, you know, I try. One of these days, I'll sort the
아니,
whole
티플링
infernal
아닌가?
affair out,
카라카네?
get myself cooled off, start making up for lost
잘
time.
모르겠네.
But not today.
오케이 오케이.
I should speak up.
I knew we were a strange band, but a fugitive from the
얘
hills?
상처가 왜 이래?
Now that's someone worth knowing. Not that I want to get on the wrong side of any devils, but this Karlach is a survivor.
아파 보인다.
Plus, I appreciate anyone who opens a conversation with threats of bodily harm.
나잖아. 윌.
Well met.
이벤트가 꼬이기 전에. 오케이.
One horn, the stink of Avernus, advocatus diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The blade of frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you.
Karlach, the archdevil Zariel's gladiator, come to burn the Sword Coast to ash.
Well, not counting the fuckers that need a good hurting.
Shut it, devil. I know your kind.
한글 패치
A
진짜
heart darker
많이
than a
진행됐다.
shadow's nightmares. You'd cut a child's throat just to taste the blood.
A devil? I didn't take the blade for a fool. I'm...
A great fire roars through
말해
you.
뭐해?
The fire of the first hell. You are Karlach, tearing through demons across a
Bluetooth
blood-red
연결해.
landscape of fire and volcanic cinder. The front lines of the blood war. With every swing of her axe, Karlach fulfills Mistress Zariel's purpose.
Proof, clear as summer sky. It's over, Karlach. It's time you feel the sting of the blade.
I've tried to tell you. I'm not what you think I am.
Another vision. Karlach's blade rays slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Will shudders with Karlach's desperation. She is a victim of the blood war, not an agent of it.
By Balduran's helm, No, I will not be tricked.
You saw the truth. I may be an effective soldier, but I never wanted to serve Zariel. Legged it away from her the first chance I got.
And yet you served.
봤잖아. 왜 고집 부려?
Will catches his breath and his lips straighten. Sheer dread twists his face.
No! Devils cannot be trusted!
어허.
Would you listen to sense? This doesn't have to end badly for either of us. You know monsters better than anyone. Can't you look in my eyes and see I'm not a devil?
You don't know what this means. You don't know what you're asking me to do.
I'm asking you to live, Will. I don't want to hurt you. And to be frank, I'd rather not find out how the blade got his
칼라크가 이길
name.
것 같긴 하다.
I swear to you, on all I am not what you think.
Shit! Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce. I see the good in you, Karlach. I promise not to lose sight of it. Even when the hells burn hottest.
Glad Will saw sense. Even more glad he decided to stick around. Takes a pretty slick mover to track down old Karlach. He won't. Someone wrong-footed him about me, and I'm betting we'll find out who before long. I respect someone who can admit when they're wrong, and stick around after, too. Plus, did you see his
칼라크
eye?
진짜
Bet there's a good
착하다.
story there.
대인배야. 미쳤어.
It seems like Will and Karlach will play nice from now on. Saves us having to pick sides.
너 아파 보인다, 얘들아. 어?
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly.
제대로
It
설명해봐.
means that a reckoning's coming. And I'll be the one to pay up. One night soon, when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance.
너 역겨운 사람이구나.
And you'll have them. But I can't promise you'll like them.
어허.
Thank goodness that's all dealt with. The odds are stacked high enough against us already. They'll need to turn on each other.
맞아 맞아. 가자 얘들아. 얘 목이 꺾였어. 응? 개소리 났는데? 아, 맞구나.
Hope you're keeping well, friend. Master? Friend. I stayed with him until I knew he was gone. I'll never forget him. But I'm glad to have met you.
스크래치 목소리가 왜 이렇게 좋아? 또 해. 내 캐릭이 왜 이렇게 못생겼지?
Nothing like a little camp drama to spice up the evening.
지금
It's
아침이야.
almost a pity things ended so amicably. Seeing those two duke it out would be fun.
가자.
Do you have someone waiting for you in Baldur's Gate, Astarion? A sweetheart, perhaps?
Not one in particular. The city is a veritable feast of sweethearts.
You must be eager to get back, then. Slimmer pickings out in this wilderness. That corpse smells ripe. Enough time for its killer to have moved on.
아까 먹었던 응? 아까 전에 칼라크 만나기 전에 먹었던 열쇠를 여기서 쓸 수 있어요. 첫 함정인데 여기는 분출구에다 템을 던지면 가스가 안 나와요. 그냥 이런 데다 쓰면 되는 건가? 돌은?
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
거기도 있어? 거기는
No traps, please.
Something over there.
A trap?
몰라.
Someone.
방금 돈 큰 거 먹었어.
I'm way too big.
기다려. 그 좀 무게가 있는 걸 던져야 돼서. 왜 이렇게 많이 들었어? 응? 아이고, 쓰레기 먹었다. 엄청 많이 들었네 여기. 호호. 곡괭이 같은 거 진짜 어디다 쓸 수 있을 것 같은데. 여기 보면은 위자가 하나씩 있는데.
Keep a blade close.
아,
Eager for battle. An efficient
아스타리오는
path. A pressure plate? Curious. There must be a trick to it.
야, 둘이 사이 좋다야. 볼까? 왜 어두워?
Traps. How considerate.
왜 이렇게 어두워? 이 함정인데? 큰일 났다. 잠깐만.
Let's get on with it.
Indolence breeds madness.
It's mine now.
빨리.
Shall we?
야, 어떻게 이거 성공하지?
Best get going. Have to keep
가자.
going.
Shadowheart. Such a grim name for such a beautiful flower.
I heard you mumbling that line to yourself earlier. It needs more work.
Fortunate for his tongue, he didn't say it to me.
아마 여기는 더 볼 일은 없을 것 같고. 제가 기억하기로 이쪽에 웨이포인트가 하나 있거든요. 아, 저기 있다. 찍고 가겠습니다.
Bodies everywhere. Accident or sabotage?
That might be worth a look.
It's packed too tight. I'll need a shovel.
아니, 삽을 지금까지 한 개도 못 먹을 수가 있어? 기다려봐. 아이템을 한번 팔고 근데 지금 진짜 너무 약하다.
These tieflings prove fragile. I've a mind to end their misery myself.
Calm yourself. They're survivors, not soldiers.
I fail to see the distinction.
아, 아까 아스타리온이 템 먹었는데 맹세선언? 이거는 성기사 스킬인 것 같은데. 아, 쓸만한 거
Oh,
먹었다.
enough waiting. I crave blood.
나이스.
Looking ahead.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
주개 이런 거는 다 필요 없어요. 다 팔아버리면 됩니다. 이것도 언젠가 쓸모가 있을 것 같은데. 응? 어? 방금 내가 부러진 거 뭐 팔지 않았나? 혹시 설마 이거 두 개 합치면? 강해질지도 몰라.
Silver.
잠깐만. 어디 갔지? 여기다. 대박. 뭐야 이거? 창. 여러 쌍의 눈을 가진 특정 크리처. 이게 뭐지?
What's next?
I've got a long road ahead.
I already told you I don't.
또 싸우고 있네. 그 티플링 대장장이 찾았잖아요.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel. Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
눈이 대단한데? 여기 한번 칼라크를
What I wouldn't do for better.
칼라크를 한번 데려와볼게요.
If not over, then through.
아기
Always makes my day
두꺼비를
better.
잠깐 빼고.
Good thing. Shook. As you.
칼라크를.
Might be useful.
Hey, soldier.
대박.
Well now, maybe I could make his acquaintance. A Titan screw or two might let me keep a little calmer. Maybe even manage a pat or bump without burning someone to death. It's been a long time. Aces.
가보자.
So, hey, we've got this soul coin, right? Thing is, I think I can use it. My engine can, anyway. Zariel used to top me up every now and again when she wanted me to go after an especially wicked target. Well, it's not the kind of thing I'd like to squander, see? A soul coin is a person, in a way. A lost person, mind. But something that can be put to a really good use. Fuck yes! Now I just need something to sink my teeth into.
Thought I sensed an infernal around here. But you aren't from Elturel. What's your story?
I spent a good bit of time in the Hells. Enlisted against my will by the Archdevil Zariel. Same as you, I suppose, if you're from Elturel. The Devils were delighted when your city was swallowed up. I thought they had you for keeps. Glad you got out.
I got lucky. It looks like you did too. And you brought some infernal machinery with you.
A little gift from Zariel. Keeps me burning hot.
Very hot by the smell of it.
뭐야?
Might be burning out a piston ring or leaking oil. Mind if I take a listen?
Be my guest. But don't get too close or your eyes will melt shut.
Phew! You really are burning up. Whoever put that engine together tried to house metallogized Demono valves inside a Ragnak's alloy casement. Very risky. I might be able to help, but I'd need infernal iron. And a prayer that my hammer will survive the work. That thing isn't meant to operate outside of Ernest. I'm not sure how much longer it'll keep running the way it's going.
Will you be able to turn down the temperature a little? Worried I'm gonna go in for a handshake and singe someone's arm off one of these days.
I'd worry about surviving the night first. But help one, help both. If we can cool you off, it'll stabilize your engine and allow you to touch whomever you please.
둘이 뭐냐?
Not much to a regular smith, but a fair bit to a canny buyer.
Not that that matters. We want to use it, not sell it.
I've sensed some during our travels. It has a pull to it. Absolutely magnetic, once you know what you're looking for. I can show you where I'd look.
어디?
Meanwhile, I've still got plenty of weapons and armor in stock if you're looking to load up.
장사하네? 뭐냐?
Forged from the heart.
돈 없어.
Druids. Who uses wooden tools?
파티에 바바리안이 2명? 아마 깜짝이야. 버서커가 아마 투척 전문일 겁니다. 응? 여기 안 와봤던 것 같은데.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can. Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me.
Have it!
Delicious
How
food.
stupid are you?
You've had your share. Leave some for the rest.
왜 너네?
My thunder wave will make quick work of any goblin. Just you wait.
왜 이렇게 시끄러 너네?
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh.
You're twitching something fierce, love. And your eyes. You look like you don't know the meaning of the word sleep.
Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
뭔가 무섭게 생겼어.
Aha! You take a sup of that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie. Well, that depends. What's wrong, lovey?
Then let old Auntie Ethel have a look at you. First things first. Tell me what's at you. Oh, Petal, that's how it starts, you know. Thinking is only a step away from doing. Were you hurt recently? An accident of some sorts? That could explain things. You poor pet! My heart goes out to you, truly. But I confess that doesn't explain all your symptoms. Some of the things you told me, why, I've never heard of a parasite doing that. This is serious. I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could do it, but yes, I may have something at home.
모르는 사람 따라가지 말라 그랬는데.
I've collected some interesting bits and bobs over the years. You'll have to stop by my house, just at the edge of the forest. Let me mark it on your map. I'll be heading back soon, so I can meet you there. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale. Hey, bother.
치유 물약이나 좀 사야겠다.
I already told you I don't have it. How stupid are you?
Be careful.
I'd die if I met Leroic and reeking of this place. I'll never get the smell out of my clothes. I'll have to burn them.
Nearly ready. Where did
Only gonna ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I've never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head.
아휴, 또 티플링 꼬맹이들은 왜 이렇게 못한 짓을 많이 하지?
I said I don't have it. Maybe he dropped it running away from those big, scary goblins.
You little split-tongued freak!
Fine. It's just tin and glass anyway. Here, take it. Not sure why you care so much about it, honestly.
Scram! Before I give you something to care about! Kid's lucky you were here.
It must be time.
Need something?
아, 잘못 눌렀다.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
고맙다는 말 안 하냐?
The nerve of that smirking little rat. Can't believe the kid thought he could snatch my mum's locket and get away with it. Bet he's learned his lesson now. You best be joking. Tell me you are, and this doesn't have to end in blood.
이런 건방진.
That's it.
어?
That is bloody it!
아니야, 아니야. 드루이드 마을 구해야 돼서 여기 사람 죽이면 안 됩니다. 비살상으로 죽이면 괜찮나? 근데 비살상을 성공해본 적이 많이 없어요. 자꾸 죽여버려서.
You best be joking. Tell me you are, and this doesn't have to end in blood. Thought so.
농담이야, 농담. 예민하네.
No helping it. We're exposed now. A while after this.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Again. Swing and swing and carry. Ah! And again. Swing and swing and. Oh!
왜 뭐를 찾자고 뜨지?
Worse than junk. Don't worry, kid. In Baldur's Gate, curses practically grow on trees. Be patient. I had a feeling you'd be back.
왜?
We're saving up for a better hideout when we get to Baldur's Gate. Why? You planning on telling me stealing is wrong? Didn't need your permission, but fine. Well, it's been a pleasure. Oh, until we leave now.
우상을 훔쳐서 오라는 것 같네.
The waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
Those druids are going to get us killed.
뭐야, 씨, 깜짝이야.
Those dirt kissers would let us die for the sake of their bloody grove.
맞아, 맞아.
We could help each other. Fight the goblins together. Instead, these fools are trying to chase us away.
맞아, 맞아. 맞는 말만 하네, 디플링들. 늪지까지 가야 되는데 일단은 오늘은 여기까지 하겠습니다.